Hello, my beautiful Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for mid-June 2023. I hope you're doing well. We're going to have a look at some general messages first, and then we'll take a look at your love life. So, importantly, Spirit is asking you to be aware of your surroundings so that you can recognize favorable situations quickly to take action. Okay, so that's the stingray and the shoe bill. You're being asked to play to your strengths. Let yourself be seen. What are your strengths? Well, I always associate Aquarian strengths with being sociability and your ideas. And that's certainly what came out in the cards. Like, look at this card. He's got a light bulb in his head here, right? So your creativity, your ideas. You may think that creativity is confined to art, writing, music, and so on, but it's much more expansive. Creativity is seeing ideas, hidden connections, and possibilities in the world around you. And you certainly see the world in very different, unique eyes. You're known for your individuality, Aquarius. You march to the beat of your own drum. You're like the rebel of the zodiac. So it's your spark, who you are, your uniqueness. If you're currently on autopilot or you don't feel that you have anything special to offer, it's high time that you rediscovered your spark. Okay, so remember that you are an utterly unique miracle of DNA, just bursting with original, untapped creativity that reveals itself in everything that you think, say, and do. Okay. Very interesting cards. There's going to be opportunities around you, but you're going to need to be aware of your surroundings in order to notice them and in order to play to your strengths so that you can, optimize these opportunities, okay? In terms of your love life, you've got the Hermit card, which is really interesting. You might have recently walked away from someone. We have the Eight of Cups, because when I was shuffling, I did see the Fool card. So the Fool is obviously moving off in a new direction. As I said, you could have walked away from someone. The Hermit card, speaks of solitude, not being in communication with someone. And the Eight of Cups is leaving an unfulfilling situation behind. And what the cards are telling me is you could have been interested or involved with someone who was emotionally unavailable. And instead of trying to convince them that you're worth their time and energy, instead of trying to change this person, you were like, this is a lost cause. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. Now, there are 3 kings here. For some of you, these are, 3 different suitors that you've dealt with in recent past. Or others, it will be the one person displaying these qualities of the 3 kings. Interestingly, every king was in the reverse position. So Spirit is painting a picture of not only an emotionally unavailable person, but the King of Wands in the reverse is someone who's lazy, distracted, not willing to do what's necessary or make the changes necessary to sustain a relationship. Someone who might be a little bit selfish. And we have the King of Swords in the reverse here, which I find to be a really toxic energy. So either this is one person that you've walked away from, or you've seen all 3 in different people, okay? King of Swords in the reverse is someone who can be manipulative, plays mind games, and has narcissistic tendencies. Okay, so with the Judgment in the reverse, I see that you don't want to revive the past. Maybe you ignored your better judgment, and that's why you had to have these experiences in the past, but now you're letting them go. 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. You're healing. 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords is very similar to the Hermit energy, but it's an energy of respite. It's an energy of rest and healing, okay? So that's what I'm getting. With 2 4s, I feel like you're trying to restabilize, emotionally. You're trying to come back into balance. That's what I'm getting there, okay? So let's see. Show me the recent past for Aquarius, please, Spirit. In love. Show me the recent past for Aquarius in love. Okay, they're showing me the Seven of Cups in the reverse. This tells me you felt like you had no choice but to leave a person or a situation, okay? You felt like you had no other choice. Show me why, please, Spirit. Show me why. Show me why Aquarius felt like they had no other choice. I feel like you waited too long for things to improve. Three of Wands next to the Ten of Wands. And it became very heavy. It became a burden waiting for this person to do right by you or repair whatever they had broken. You realized that you had to put yourself first. The Magician, Nine of Cups. You know, you had to put your own happiness first. I feel like with the High Priestess in the reverse, you hid your dissatisfaction and your pain for an extended period of time, and you could no longer do that to yourself. You realized that you were suppressing too much. Okay? Show me more about the past, please, Spirit. I definitely feel like you were dealing with someone or multiple people who were very selfish. With the Ace of Cups, again, I feel like you had to do this out of self-love. You took action based off your own sanity is the energy I'm getting, okay? So what's in the near future? What is up ahead for Aquarius in love? We have Temperance. Yeah, you're bringing yourself back into balance and healing with the Temperance card, okay? Angels and Spirit, please show me what is up ahead for Aquarius in love. Now, this could also be a Sagittarius person that is coming your way. What is coming up for Aquarius in love, please? What can they expect in love? What can Aquarius expect in love, please, Spirit? Ooh, the Tower. Okay, but I like it because it's coming out next to that Magician card. So even though the Tower says you won't be in control of the situation, the Tower talks about divine forces, divine intervention. And that's why it can be painful sometimes when, you know, the rug gets pulled out from underneath you, or things crumble, things that you kind of had high hopes about. But it's going to be favorable for you. With the Magician card, it could be like you instigating the Tower, you instigating major change and disruption in order to rebuild from a place of truth, in order to rebuild relationships that serve you, that honor you, as opposed to, you know, being with someone and trying to build something with someone who's self-serving. Okay, it's kind of impossible to do that. So let's see what else. I'm going to get a message from the Eye of Horus Oracle. This is a fairly new deck that I'm still getting to know, but let's see what it has for you. What is the message for Aquarius in mid-June 2023, please? What's the message for Aquarius? Ooh, courage. Be not afraid of anything. You will do marvelous work. It is fearlessness that brings heaven even in a moment. Wow. So you're being asked to stay strong in the face of uncertainty, in the face of, you know, surprises and the unexpected, like the Tower. Back to your love life. Let's have a look at your advice. What is the advice for Aquarius in love, please, in mid-June 2023? Okay. Yeah. You're being asked to think before you act or speak. Don't jump to conclusions or make mountains out of molehills, or it'll only drive others away. Ground your emotions before acting or speaking. And I feel like you're already doing this. This card says be your own superhero. No relationship can thrive when you expect the other to take care of you completely or make you happy. Learn to be your own superhero and rise alone. Show me more. What is Aquarius's advice in love, please, Spirit? drop the games. I also feel like you've already done that. I feel like you may have walked away from someone who was playing games, or made you feel like you had no other choice but to play games. There are games that you have to play when dating that boost your chances at winning, but it can be taken too far. And sometimes, you know, sometimes we lose. And sometimes we need to stop while we're still in the game, right? We have forget what they say, what matters is what they do. So if you were dealing with an emotionally unavailable person who wasn't really pulling their weight in the relationship, they could have had the gift of the gab. They could have told you everything that you wanted to hear, said that things were going to change in time and under a different set of circumstances, and you could have bought into that illusion. You learnt a very valuable lesson that actions speak louder than words, right? They can say all the I love yous that they want, but if they never put it into practice, it means nothing. So you need to be more observant next time. Also, sometimes we can fall into the trap of, you know, being the person that that the other person wants us to be in order to keep them with us. It says be yourself, not what they want. You shouldn't have to pretend to be someone else in order to win over love. You're perfect just by being you. The right person will want a partner who stands out from the rest. So don't feel like you have to fit into the mold, right? Okay, let's have a look at the deck that I created. Let's see what we have for you. Yeah, so this is the Tower energy. When things don't go as expected, trust the reroute. Some things have to come apart so that better things can come together, right? Assistance is coming your way. So don't feel like, you know, you are bereft and, you know, people have just thrown you to the wolves, fed you to the wolves. You know, assistance is coming your way. There's going to be friends and family wanting to nurse you back to your old self, and you don't have to do this thing called life alone. Yes, this is what happened. So in your previous situation that you've just walked away from, you might have fooled yourself into thinking that if you just change somehow or work harder to heal the other person, then the negativity will transform into something positive. But the truth is, it takes two people to tango. You can't be the only one wanting to fix the relationship or solve the problems. You know, you are more than enough. But somehow this other person made you think that you were the issue. You know, that's gaslighting, right? They were pointing the finger and projecting blame onto you. Or, you know, you entered the connection with low self-esteem and, you know, that caused problems in the end. Like, because you need to enter into a relationship knowing that you are... well, this might come across wrong, but a prize to be won. You know, you are special. You bring a lot to the table and you should be treated as such. You need to get out of your head about this past connection, okay? Because you don't want to keep yourself stuck in a low point. You need an interruption from what's going on in your life. Divert your mind by giving back. Now, you are the most humanitarian of the zodiac, Aquarius. You are very generous, you're very charitable, and what will help you rebuild your confidence is by being of service to others, or, doing something for a cause that you're passionate about, right? It could be volunteering at the local animal shelter, I don't know, whatever tickles your fancy. But do whatever you need to do to divert your mind. You don't want to be stuck in a loop thinking, maybe I could have done this, and, you know, replaying old scenarios in your mind. One more message for Aquarius, please, Spirit. Don't make things more difficult than they need to be. Accept what you know and feel to be right for you without trying to convince others that it must be right for them. Maybe you just couldn't see eye to eye with this past person. You didn't want the same thing. They didn't value the same things as you. So in those situations, the relationship just isn't meant to last, right? They did you a favor. I don't know, reframe the situation somehow so that you don't obsess about it, right? I do want to have a look at the Vices deck and see what was with this past person or past people. Apart from them being emotionally unavailable and selfish, let's see, angels and spirit, show me the person that Aquarius has walked away from. What are their vices? What are their vices, please, spirit? Self-destructive. Yes, they made bad decisions. They created chaos in their life. Some of you could have been dealing with an Aries. We did see the Tower card. We've got aggressive. They didn't stop until they got their own way. Yeah? Angels and spirit, please show me. You know, my way or the highway type of energy. Show me Aquarius's past person. What were their vices, please? What were their vices? We have two-faced. So they might have come across all sweet and innocent to their friends and family, but, you know, you saw this aggressive side to them. They played both sides. Show me the vices of this past person. I'm getting insecure. This person was insecure. They needed constant attention, constant validation. I got laziness with the King of Wands in the reverse. So they were comfortable not making any moves, not initiating, letting you kind of do the heavy lifting. They didn't listen to you and they were distracted. I said that in the beginning too. They focused on too many other things to the detriment of this connection, and they weren't able to commit in the way that you wanted them to. They have an irrational fear of commitment. I feel like this person had kind of, they lived on a different planet. You know, we have daydream. So this person could have had pie in the sky, ideas. They were detached from reality, is what I'm getting. And it could have been in relation to money. You probably thought this person, what is that saying? They they wanted like champagne on a beer budget, right? They were flashy, they were immature, showy. You know, they were very superficial, some of them. Champagne lifestyle on a beer budget. Yes. Let's see what they would say to you, and then we're going to end with crystal spirit advice. What does this person want to say to Aquarius? What does this person want to say to Aquarius, please? What does this person want to say? They like to act according to how you act towards them. Okay, so if you went cold, they just mirrored that. Okay, I do feel like they miss you though. I'm getting that distinctly. Angels and spirit, please show me, what do they want to say to Aquarius? Yeah, I don't want to change anything to make this relationship work. Very stubborn person. They were hooked on their, you know, type of lifestyle, and they weren't going to accommodate you, make changes to accommodate you, right? They weren't willing to do that. I want to say to Aquarius, please, Spirit. They could have swept you off your feet. They could have loved bombed you. They were rushing in love, and maybe you ignored some red flags. They're saying, I'm still working through my issues, but I need to be near you while I do it. Yeah, because they're insecure, they're needy, they like your attention. So this person was only here to help you heal those parts of yourself that you've been ignoring for so long, is what the cards are saying. All right, let's see what your advice is. is the takeaway message for Aquarius, please, Spirit, in mid-June 2023? Okay, watermelon tourmaline is about knowing when to call it and having stronger boundaries, which I feel like you do now. You've got black tourmaline and spirit quartz. Okay, so I'll just quickly see what black tourmaline is talking about. Yeah, again, you've got two cards about healthy boundaries. Black tourmaline is about repelling and dispelling unwanted energies, shielding and protection, and healthy interdependence. It's natural to yearn for that one special someone to be everything that you need, but even if you're matched with your soulmate, the two of you require some time away from each other now and again to truly appreciate how much you enjoy being together. An afternoon with friends or working on a project solo can recharge your batteries. If you don't want to be apart from the one you love, be sure that it's not because you're afraid to be alone. The conscious universe wants you to be yourself and relaxed in your relationship, for you deserve the gift of a love that's fulfilling and nurturing. Now, spirit quartz talks about magic and things happening for you, not to you, if you know what I mean. It's asking you to connect to community. Otherwise, if you lock yourself away and insist on being reclusive, like being in hermit mode for too long, you'll feel very disconnected, and you are a social being, Aquarius. So this card is saying if you reconnect with your community, if you volunteer, like I suggested before, you will see the evidence that love is all around you. Okay? Offer others the gift of being able to support you in whatever way they can, so that they too may know their power to bring about healing in the world and experience the joy of helping you achieve the security and prosperity that you seek. Now, just quickly, watermelon tourmaline is talking about feel bliss, be in your bliss, and all will soon be clear. It's talking about boundaries because it says you're now seeing your relationship more clearly and recognizing that sometimes the best way to express love is through sacrifice, and sometimes it's through saying no. And I feel like you have already said no. Okay. Remember that life is precious and perfect in every moment, regardless of what's happening around you. So don't get caught up in that drama of disappointment. As I said, reconnect to your community and refer back to those messages that we got at the very beginning, those general messages. Being aware of your surroundings, recognizing favorable situations quickly in order to take action, and play to your strengths. So I hope this reading was helpful, Aquarius. Do leave me feedback in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.